Good afternoon, folks. It's your main man, Teddy T, and coming back to you live from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I had recorded a video earlier, and I ended up deleting it. It was talking about rideshare insurance, but I decided to go ahead and to record a new one. And basically what I was discussing is that back in 2017, when I first signed up to drive for Uber, in the summer of 17, someone sideswiped my car and fled the scene. So I reported it to my insurance company, and as I reported it, what ended up happening was I made the mistake of mentioning to the agent that I was hoping to get my car back as quick as possible so that I could continue with my ride sharing with Uber. Well, she hesitated and said, "Oh, you do Uber?" And she said, "Well, you need to look into getting commercial insurance." So at that time, I didn't get the commercial insurance. So I was more focused on the accident and getting my car fixed. So as a result, a month later, I received a letter in the mail from my insurance company stating that because I was doing rideshare, that my policy was going to be terminated within the next 30 days. And if I wanted to appeal to the insurance commissioner, I had the right to do that. So that's what I did, because I didn't think that I had done anything wrong to warrant my insurance being canceled. So I appealed to the insurance commissioner, and the insurance commissioner took their time, and they finally told me that the insurance company was in the right and that they didn't find anything wrong and that they were going to uphold the suspension or the cancellation. So I wrote back after I had done some research and discovered that this insurance company stated that the reason that they canceled me was because I was doing rideshare, and that they didn't offer that particular coverage because I was under a personal automobile policy. I was under a personal automobile policy. So at that point, I called the insurance company back and I said, "Listen, this is the situation." And I said, the rideshare companies, Uber and Lyft, provide coverage. I only need you to provide me coverage for a personal policy. And Uber covers the rideshare. So the gentleman said, "That's a very eloquent point, and your points are well taken." He said, "However, the rules are the rules, and that we do not cover folks who do rideshare." I was taken aback by that, not realizing that that was an issue, because I was under the impression, and nobody, and I mean nobody, told me that that was not the case. Nobody told me that. Everybody from the insurance company to Uber said that we cover you for XYZ. The insurance company at the time said that we cover you for your personal use of the vehicle. Well, lo and behold, I did some more digging and discovered that, in fact, there were numerous complaints about folks complaining about being canceled after revealing that they drive for Uber and Lyft. Okay, so I did a little more digging, and lo and behold, I come across a commercial that was making the exact same point I was making, saying that you're covered when you turn the app on, you're covered when you turn the app off, you're covered when you pick up a person, you're covered when you drop a person off. But they told me that they didn't offer this insurance. It didn't make sense. But I appealed the decision to the CEO of the company, who had passed it off to one of his subordinates. And the subordinate was not, in my opinion anyway, was not very nice about it, but sent me a letter back stating that, in fact, that they had told me after pulling the audio tapes from the accident claim that they had told me 3 previous occasions, once in a letter and twice on the phone, that I had needed to look into commercial insurance. I stated that the commercial insurance was over between $5,000 to $8,000 to cover my SUV for a part-time Uber job. It didn't make sense. There's no valid reason for me to pay $8,000 for commercial insurance for doing ride sharing in an SUV. It's ridiculous. It's absurd. So what I had to do was I called a broker, and that's the one who gave me that price and said, well, you know, but he says that type of insurance is basically for cabs and limousines. And I said, I'm not either. Not a cab or a limousine. So what I had to do, what did I have to do? Well, what I had to do was call another company who did in fact offer rideshare insurance, and they were more than happy to help me. And their sign was very clear, and it stated for an additional $20 a month, they would cover me for ride share per whatever requirements that Uber required, which I think was like $100,000, and then for an accident at $300,000 for medical. I believe that was the coverage amounts limits, but I have to double check that. So anyway, but I was very pleased. However, it still just kept bothering me. And lo and behold, I've run across that commercial that I mentioned earlier where they were saying that they will cover you for this and cover you for that. And the ironic part was because I had my homeowners with this company too, when I called to cancel, the lady also told me that, oh, sir, I don't know who told you that we don't offer that. She says, I see Uber and Lyft signs all over the building. Who told you that we don't offer that? And I said, the agent who canceled my policy that I talked to about canceling my policy told me that. Okay. So I had to end up, at that point, just letting it go. Right? But that daggone commercial just kept popping in my head that we're the pioneers of rideshare insurance. We offer rideshare. We cover you. But yet they still kept insisting that they didn't offer this coverage to me. It just didn't make sense. And then they wanted me to pay the commercial because it was more expensive. But I'm only doing Uber part-time. In order for me to pay for $5,000 in commercial insurance, I would have to work. So I would have to pay at least $500, or well, if you round it out, it would probably be about $450, between $400 and $450 a month. That's absurd. And $8,000, we're talking about an additional, so we're talking about we're talking about $800 or $750 a month for commercial insurance that I didn't need. So, but I got this other coverage, so I was kind of happy with that. But the pitfall here is that I just wanted to send out the warning. I know it's been posted before, but I just wanted to just post it again just as a reminder to please, if you do ride share, please check your coverage. Please make sure that you get the proper coverages. Don't get caught flat-footed in an accident or a hit and run or something where the person sideswiped your car and you report the accident through no fault of your own, and then find out that your insurance coverage is canceled and you can't even drive for Uber anymore until you get an alternate coverage. I don't want that to happen to anyone else. So I'm trying to broadcast this so that you understand. And the thing is that Uber doesn't tell you that, because when I signed up 2 years ago, the only thing they told me was, well, if you have an accident or an incident or something happens in your car, you report it to the insurance company, the James River Company, and they'll take care of it. And that was the end of that. They didn't say anything about, well, notify your personal company. Oh, well, if you don't, tell your personal company that you're doing Uber, that they're going to cancel you. They don't tell you that. And maybe they don't even know that. I'm not sure if Uber knows that. I'm guessing that they do, but they're not saying. So anyway, again, like I said, I just wanted to post this video just to give folks a heads up, and just as a reminder, and just to make sure that you have the proper coverages. Make sure that you check your policy to see if they exclude your vehicle from being used for hire, because that's basically what you're doing. Is you're basically renting out your vehicle to Uber for use to deliver persons for money. So anyway, folks, that's all I wanted to say. You folks have a good day. It's pouring down raining here. I've been doing a little bit of Uber today. Actually, I did Lyft today, and I had a nice airport run. I made almost $50 just on the airport. I had a plus ride, so that was great. But I'm about to wrap it up for today. Folks around here, once it starts raining, they really don't drive very well here. So I may just wrap it up and just take it into the barn. But I just wanted to let you guys know, and I'll be back with some more information when it becomes available. All right, thank you. Bye-bye.